Ones coming this year will still be on the rookie contract again. The ones
Which-
that the year after, they gonna get more. They probably gonna be making more than us.
Angel Reese recently stated that she might, if she doesn't receive a raise in. Seriously, you were just drafted by the WNBA.
Reese says WNBA players could go on strike over salary and benefits.
You're still getting used to completing a layup that doesn't touch the bottom of the rim. And now you're threatening me out here. A strike that's similar to submitting your. The first job arrived late and was demanding CEO compensation before you've even arrived at work. Experts clap back when social media became viral. And her admirers, well, they roasted her.
Why?
Here, the WNBA isn't a Caitlyn's. The league is carried like a backpack. TV ratings are increased by crowding arenas, dropping 30-foot bombs, and selling merchandise. As if it were nothing, whereas Angel's building brick homes and whining. Her salary of $74,000 is insufficient to cover her rent. News flash from Chicago. No one is purchasing tickets for your next layups, thus if. You want to know why people are phoning. Is she insane? Or why did Patrick wager on David? And others utterly wrecked her. Dispute with fire sticks and facts. Around because we're going to shatter everything. Down to the harsh reality after the salary drama. Regarding the WNBA's financial issues and why. Perhaps Caitlin Clark is the sole cause. This league is still very much alive. Approaching, but before we discuss all the, take a moment to like this action. Watch the video and follow the channel that. How you'll constantly be informed about the major movements and games in the most recent WNBA news. Don't miss out on breakdowns like this one. Doesn't even pay for Chicago rent and I, quote, they don't seem to pay one of my invoices.
No, the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills. Literally.
Let's take a moment to consider. This satire is about us getting punched because Angel is aware that she is on a newbie contract for $74,000 annually, which is $74,000 for a basketball game. Professionally, and she's whining. Like though she's doing the dishes outside too. The girl who survives has more money than. The majority of teachers earn more than. Numerous nurses, firefighters, and even some local. That amounts to $6,000 a year for news anchors. A month to depict a travel hoop franchise, and you're acting as though you're making ends meet while working 3 jobs. Come on, quick noodles, let's not. Remember, this isn't LSU. It's not college, where your sneakers were being thrown by Reebok. Like McDonald's and Halloween treats. Was giving you over half of the WNBA salary. That money is now yours, my love. Congratulations. Welcome to the pros. And we play first and converse in the professionals. She entered the WNBA after, but Angel. Such as if it were a real. Sassy Loud's Housewives Chicago edition. Dramatic and urging a stroll already. Before the referee had even blown the whistle. Out. Protesting earlier in Game 1. Contributing, requesting, and delivering. Requesting a raise in salary when she hasn't. Even scored in the league so far and, look, the profits weren't the only thing that made. It's the feeling that makes folks roll their eyes. The way she exudes enthusiasm and delusion. Stated it as though she were already the face of. You have not even placed the league, girl. Keep your jersey straight and don't act. Because you have a horrible agent and are LeBron. So, yes, Angel, before you say you're going to walk distant, perhaps try entering the court initially and creating a layup that truly speaks about reactions in whatever case. Let's discuss how the internet changed. This is now turning into a full-fledged roasting session. If you believed that supporters were simply going to nod, smile, and throw that tiny fit, slide, you have obviously not logged in. On to X in 2024, or perhaps Twitter. Since social media didn't only respond. When it burst, a mushroom cloud formed. In what seemed like minutes, Angel. Although Reese was popular, it wasn't for her. She wasn't playing basketball to get rebounds. No, she wasn't for her defensive hustle. Trending for the wrong reasons altogether. People were acting as though they were removing clips She was located by detectives on a mission, stitched the missed layup montages with clown music, and she switched to Instagram. Turn a live situation into a fully realized meme. The museum was open around the clock, and Angel was. The primary display of the remarks savage is insufficient to describe it. These. If Angel Reese sits, people were brutal. Perhaps the WNBA will finally make money. $74,000 annually, yet she is still able to pay for a layup girl. Perhaps the rim is collecting rent from you because you continue to avoid it. Folks weren't only. They were pulling her while they constructed highways over her professional life, because if you're going to, should go public and ask for more funding, demanding the right to sit out and threatening to. If the league doesn't cover your expenses, you had better be having a great time. Calculating a double splashing average, mid-rangers and ranking in the top 10 on ESPN. But Angel her every other night. These days, highlight reels appear more like a blooper reel, turnovers and missed layups, brick after brick, and she's currently wondering why she isn't being taken. Please, if your statistics aren't able to, then make your voice heard across social media. Perhaps log out to go to the gym, but fans and memes weren't the only ones who came for. Nope, the corporate community get involved as well, and that's where things started. Let's discuss about something embarrassing to educational, regarding the fact that Patrick Bet-David dropped a financial reality check on Angel's dream. Enter Patrick Bet-David's contract aspirations. King Walking podcast for entrepreneurs. Calculator that has no tolerance for. This man saw Angel's remarks, which were absurd, and instead of only raising an eyebrow, he went. Spreadsheet with full Wall Street mode open. Calculator smoking, about to exhale. Harsh realities of business.
I love watching her highlights of missing shots. She's got to be the worst shooter you've met in your life.
He didn't mince words or sugarcoat anything. Tie it up in a pretty little bow. I quote up when he says, "You don't ask for a increase from a losing company." Mike drops money, and he's not being dramatic, he's being truthful. The WNBA isn't breaking even. Skating past it isn't nearly profitable. We are discussing bleeding money. Tens of millions of dollars are lost every just 1 year.
A possibility. Reese has been vocal about her low WNBA salary, revealing her $74,000 a year salary doesn't cover rent, stating on Instagram Live.
Now, this is when the NBA becomes humiliating. You understand the league that generates real money, celebrities, and worldwide recognition. They've been covering the WNBA's expenses ever since. The W runs even if it doesn't run by itself. It seems like the NBA is this on NBA charity. Wealthy older brother who excels at his work in a WNBA is crashing on his mansion couch, consuming all the goodies and expressing dissatisfaction with the couch cushions aren't sufficiently gentle, and Angel Reese is requesting lobster in the kitchen and caviar when the refrigerator is bare and the 3 months past due rent.
They've all sustained her, especially since the WNBA's $200 million revenue last season only allocated 9.3% to salaries, unlike the NBA's 50% share of the $5.3 billion in 2023.
Patrick delivered the invoices. The NBA, MLB, and NFL didn't reach there. Are a result of rookies requesting greater money. On social media,
WNBA and what's her name? Angel Reese. Do it! I fully support your right to strike. So other sports have done it. So other major sports have done.
They accumulated it over many years of generating income via TV deals with fans, goods, and treasured memories. They elicited concern, and that's when Angel Reese skipped all of the money that followed. As she arrived with her duffel bag thrown in the corner and asked for a raise similar to in the finals, she had already dropped 40. And then Patrick revealed the nuclear fact that if Angel and other WNBA players truly went on strike, as you can see, and sat out, yes, the league would save money. I heard that correctly, save.
When you're going to go on strike. In 1994, MLB, NBA, NFL, what's the number one revenue sport in America? What do you think it is? The NFL. How much you think they make? $17 billion.
Consider that your sitting out is actually a danger. Monetary gain for the league, that's It's a favor, not a power move, such as leaving your boss and your job, hosting a pizza party that you are unable to attend. This is crazy, people, but as crazy as that, when you see it, it becomes even more crazy. Caitlin Clark's method of turning the whole league upside down without uttering one word, but all of this drama is happening, and Angel Reese is present, weeping like a person over her income. Caitlin Clark is just able to use her Wi-Fi, letting her do what she does best. More loud than any press is game chatter. Conference could never receive any complaints. No Instagram lives, no emotional outbursts, requesting that the entire world give a crown only. Buckets move deadly back to back. She's hitting logo threes like baskets. She's leading Iowa in free throws. To stadiums crammed with Coachella attendees are watching Caitlin instead of eating dinner. She's transforming women's basketball becomes a major occasion, and the crazy aspect is that she's not yet formally in the league.
I'm not huge on comparing the WNBA and the NBA. I don't really think that's fair. Obviously, I think where the WNBA is right now is pretty incredible, I think.
She hasn't signed, so let that sink in. A rookie deal that she hasn't violated. She has already been on a WNBA floor, surpassing the WNBA half of the league. Should be thanking her every day. Cards that are not scratched as they ought to be. Constructing a statue of her outside each venue, so each time a ticket is scanned, a TV deal or a jersey that is sold gets renegotiated, and you can guess who it is. Yes, Caitlin is not speaking behind it on how difficult it is for her to not cry. She's broke and not pleading for attention. She's making people and earning it. She's drawing attention without saying anything. Angel Reese, in the meantime, it's completely free, very easy, and beneficial to us. Continue to provide you with amazing material, particularly if you're a WNBA fan, whether player highlights are highlighted in the game or behind-the-scenes footage we have. You're covered, and by doing what you'll never skip a beat in terms of your favorite teams and athletes are available for tap. That come next. Okay, let's jump back in. Let's move on to the real. Renowned for her game in basketball, unless it's for misguided reasons.
It is unrivaled. It is also unwatched. Look, let's be honest. We can sugarcoat it all you want, but if you don't have Caitlin Clark playing women's basketball, you got nothing.
Clip 10. We'll give credit where credit is due. Let's just say that it's still due. Her layups during building are more akin to vomiting, since 9 times out of 10, she's throwing the object at the edge, as though it was offensive to her mother and free. Let's not even go to the rim of the throws. Formally become a witness. Protection, as Angel maintains a potential, yes, but she's still unpolished. Being a work in progress and evolving doesn't harm you unless you're also requesting CEO compensation before working in for your desired first shift. Play like a rock star when your money cools. A celebrity drops 25 points every night. Your team wins more games when it counts. Turn into a person that fans purchase tickets for an event rather than someone they're dating. Until then, perhaps a pump for missed layups. The demands breaks first demonstrate it. Payroll is determined by performance, and in relation to performance, let's discuss what the actual basketball players, coaches, and previous experts' opinions on Angel's rookie revolution in the realm of sports. The reaction has been lucid and, in the WNBA, utterly brutal. Respect isn't discussing Diana and other legends. Sue Bird and Teresi, 2 women who cleared through perseverance, sacrifice, and they weren't crying over leadership. They were out of money on live feeds. They are working hard to create this league, brick by brick, while receiving crumbs for your labor. In contrast to the rookies of today, and they did it with grace, modesty, and without reminding the world every 5 minutes they were entitled to more. Even former athletes have publicly stated they were simply taking buses to the games, playing in gyms that are half empty in high schools, balancing additional positions while continuing to bring all of their possessions to the court every. They gained their esteem on a single night. the difficult way, while Angel Reese is attempting to submerge her legacy in. It's coming out chilly after 2 minutes, and she wants to skip the bit about half-cooked food. When you truly go all out and avoid the grind, forgo the growing pains, and move directly to franchise and celebrity endorsement level salaries without producing. This is a news flash about franchise-level outcomes. You don't have any influence over TikTok, do you? Well, Angel's out here complaining.